and we will have 3 NBC shows, so everyone knows. 450 is some of the first moto. I think it was Denver, Redbud, and Southwick.
Can we talk about the announcers yet or no?
Yes.
We can.
Yes.
So really cool idea. 50th year of the Motocross Nationals,
yes,
Michael. I don't know if you knew that.
50
So
years.
what they're doing is Weigandt's unfortunately Weigandt's still the play-by-play guy.
Good with that.
Weigandt's awesome.
No, he needs to get.
You guys give him crap.
He needs to get cut right away. But so Weigandt's still there. But in honor of the 50 years, they're going to have a rotating panel of color analysts. So Carmichael's doing 3 of them. Fro will be there. Villapoto, McGrath,
Brock
Dunge, Glover.
James Stewart.
Yeah, James Stewart.
No way.
He apparently is all in.
James Stewart's all in.
He is all in from what I hear.
Bailey?
Bailey will be at the last Paula, I believe.
Hopefully at the last one. I know he's got some injuries, David, if you're listening. Hope you're healing up with the shoulder. But but no, James Stewart.
And Jason Thomas is the pit reporter.
That's right.
JT, the pit reporter.
Yes.
For 9 of the 12.
And then Will will do the NBC shows still, and RC,
Yeah.
and RC do the 3 NBC shows.
Yep.
But
so how's that for a little?
what do you think, JT, man?
This doesn't exist anymore. Show 500.
Show,
you got the show.
Yeah. JT's pit reporter.
James Stewart's on the TV.
Well,
you got your own race. You got your own race.
Your staircase when I got. You have your own race. Did I fall down the staircase when I got here?
We are on TV. Pulp MX show. Like TV. It's amazing. Marks, can we handle this? Are we gonna be good at this?
You got your sound effects over there?
To be determined.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
How many of the drops can't be used on TV?
Dude, trust me, I've been light on drops all night because I just know this has to be used.
You're fired.
Let's just go for it.
Yeah, listen, Pancake,
on TV, that's just
anything we do, Pancake has to make us look good. So who cares? It's on him. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
Are you paying him enough to do that?
Yeah. No, after the Lambo.
Does he understand what he has signed up for?
Does
anybody?
The TV package will be great this
TV
summer,
package will be really good.
and it's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to all of that. Hey, so you worked with, Despain, Myers,
Bob Barsha, Art
Ekman,
and Dave Reef.
and
Dave Reef at the end. Dave
I
was
don't
there.
remember Dave, but okay, and like to me, and I know everyone has their favorite, kind of based on like how old you are and what era was you're watching. Nothing says moto to me like Dave Despain.
Yeah,
I just
Dave
think
was great.
Dave was. I mean, Larry Myers is great.
Yep, but Dave Despain. I mean, to go on and do wind tunnel and all the races. I mean, that guy. He was working with the Chili Bowl.
Yeah,
had him the Grand Marshal of the race. And Dave just has a way to the fans. You know what I'm saying? He just grabbed a glass of water. So here's a cheer to the fans out there for watching, and you know, and just people really take that.
Yeah,
in, you know?
What about Art? What was it working with Art? Art ran a loose program, didn't he?
Yeah, but I like that. I like that. The times were the 90s.
Yeah,
But how loose? Are we talking GL loose? Or?
No, not GL loose.
No, not GL loose.
Scotty's like, no.
Can we get GL back for one moto?
Yeah. But Art was the thing that he had. Like David Bailey and I would sit there and listen teases in the shows.
Sings
the first
on
thing,
sings on sings.
He would just go. You know, he'd have that low voice, and then the hair would just stand up on your arms when he read it. You know, I wish I could put a little more bass in the weeds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but bar to bar.
Yeah,
you know? I mean, bar to bar down the back stretch. I mean, you got excited.
No, his voice was iconic. Yeah, absolutely.
And like the only thing, like I remember, like Bailey, Art would start off, and he'd have his binoculars later in the years, and he's looking to see who got the whole shot.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, you know, he's going in, so and I got the whole shot. And but then he kept watching the race in binoculars, not the TV. So we're always like, David's like, look at the TV.
Number one rule of broadcasting is
sit down, Art.
You talk about what's on the TV.
Talk it out on the TV.
Talk about what's on the TV. Yes, yeah, that's funny. There was a time in the early '90s where Despain and Myers did it both.
Yes,
together.
Yes.
Like that was like a super team, right?
Yeah.
We didn't even have an analyst. It was those two guys. Yeah,
it was awesome days. And like I said, Larry Myers. I saw Larry at Redbud this year.
Yeah,
it was good catching up with him. I haven't seen him in years.
And I remember you, like, so I started in '96.
Okay.
You were already well into your career by then. You were the guy running around, but like getting interviews of riders and mechanics, kind of like for filler. Like you'd be like, hey, you know, Jeremy or whoever, we're gonna sit down, let's do this for 5 minutes, stand up interview by the truck or the bike, and then we're gonna package that, and it'll be the in moto thing. You know what I mean? I think that was was that like your I don't want to say idea, but your hey Scott, you go talk to people who you think that would make Is that kind of
right?
what they gave
what we come up with a concept. We'd meet and talk every week, and I think back then it was Art, David, Davey Coombs, Marty Reed was part of the show, and we just come up with ideas, and then I would execute a plan. For the race that. night.
Let's go talk to Jeremy here or this guy or whatever. Right.
Speaking of JT, then as a pit reporter, so I'm a huge F1 fan. You get a lot of great. Due to the radio systems, they'll get team managers, different crew members on for quick questions and stuff. I feel like I go back to some of the old telecasts and the pit reports a lot more often would grab mechanics or team managers. Any chance to see more of that? Do you think JT? I mean, JT's got enough of a repertoire and pull. You think JT will be able to maybe get us a little more of that?
Yeah, I think what happens is the pit reporters tell the director Bondo, hey, if there's something going on the track, I got this guy's mechanic to tell us. So you're right in the sense of like Will Christian or Kristen Beat may not know everybody or feel comfortable enough to know what's going on, to who to talk to. Where JT's like, well, if that rider broke, then I know that's the team manager, and you know what I mean. And so, hey, let's go to him. So I think that is dependent.
That's something that I think we need to bring more into the show, because I remember back in the day. I always had like Chad Watts and all the guys.
Me, I got interviewed like 3 or 4 times.
We interviewed everybody back in the day.
Hey, come on, don't make it sound like everybody got it. It was
no, but I'm saying we did.
Wasn't there one where you're on TV and there was somebody else's name? Who was it? Said your name was?
Yes, the 2000 High Point, my national win.
Right.
Kelly's mechanic got fired before the season started, but the press kit had this guy as the mechanic, right?
Yeah.
So the interview on TV was interview me, but they just took the mechanic's name from the press kit, right? And it was another guy's name. There I was, everybody.
It's
it's
not Steve.
No.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, when this show airs, that's so you show. This is where I started. Here's where I'm at now.
Yeah.
They didn't know my name then.
No. But yeah, I'd like to see more of that too, like emotional in-race stuff about like, hey, what'd you think of that move that guy just took out your rider, or hey, that bike's getting pushed off. What happened, or you know what I mean? That kind of like we're going right to the pits for that. I like that too. I agree with you.
You know what I liked the best moment? You had Skip Norfolk on the show with Jeremy and the time it's all on YouTube. You can go back into St. Louis. It was when Jeremy was on the street.
96,
And we just basically put a microphone right here to listen to Skip talk to him, because Skip always talked to him prior to race. And it was just magic that night. I don't know. The audio was clear. You could hear him talking. Don't let him get in your head. Blah blah blah. 20 laps. Let's do this. And I think you felt it. You felt from the mechanic to the rider standpoint of what he was doing. And we need to bring that back. You're right.
That'd be fantastic. I think that's a lot of people like the Moto Spy stuff that Red Bull's done is very similar. You see in F1 Drive to Survive, but a lot of people love that little stuff. And it's funny, it doesn't have to be a separate series. Like I said, there's the ability to get that in on the TV cast.
It's something I'd like to work on. Like I said, like what the F1, what they did there. That's amazing. All the behind the scenes
when something goes on, they go right to Toto Wolff, or they go right to Christian Horner. That's the kind of stuff that I think is great for us. Now not everybody wants to get on camera, so gotta be careful with that. But
again, I think a lot of that's why I'm hoping with JT. I think a lot of it has to do with the person, because on the TV, on like the F1 stuff, a lot of times it's been Will Buxton. I can't remember the one main presenter that's been a driver. They have really good relationships with those team managers, so you can just tell it's a lot easier for them to
which JT
reach out and get them that question
Yeah.
too. So that's again what I'm saying. No, and nothing against Will Christian or some of the people have done it recently. I just know they haven't been in our environment where JT knows everybody up and down that block.
Again, PulpMX, 1 hour on Tuesday. It's amazing.
Great, man.
An hour on Saturday. 48 minutes. I mean, it's 20 episodes we're going to do. It's amazing. It's just great. Michael Lindsay, you're going to be part of show kind of one.
Maybe we're looking forward
somewhere
to
in there.
Looking forward to it.
You'll be in there. Really excited to have that. It's super cool. Let's get to the phone lines, because this gentleman's probably calling in to try to get a raise.